Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do something a little different, and I wanted to go ahead and read some astrology about the signs. However, this is nasty astrology. It says what your astrologer won't tell you about your star sign. So this is a little different because this basically tells you all of the bad traits, basically. Things, instead of all being positive, it's got these things that kind of are bad about your sign. And it's actually quite interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the introduction. It says, aren't you bored with all the astrology books that tell you what a nice person everyone is? Don't you know, deep down, that there are some very unpleasant aspects to all of our characters? Wouldn't you like to know the truth about the other signs? What makes them tick? What their dirty, dark little secrets are? Well, now you can. In this wonderfully nasty book, you can find out what hidden demons lurk within other people's psyches, and learn about the personalities of your friends and lovers, boss and colleagues, not to mention the nasty vices of your own sign. This book lifts the lid on real astrology and dares to tell you the truth. You'll know exactly how everybody around you really thinks and feels. And what could you do with such valuable information? This isn't really a book to give to your friends. Keep it for yourself. Read about the secrets that motivate others, but never read the bits about yourself. You will quickly learn how to use this information to your advantage, how to push other people's buttons, seduce them, win money at cards from them, get them to clean up after you, cook for you, and generally become your slave. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it? Each sign is divided up into 5 sections: an introduction, personality, love, sex, and business. You'll soon learn what each sign is like when they fall in love, what they are like in bed, and how they earn their money. Once again, please do not read your own sign. I know it's tempting, especially for Aries, pushy little devils, but resist the urge to turn your own first. Once again, please do not read your own sign. I know it is tempting, especially for Aries, pushy little devils, but resist the urge to turn to your own first. Instead, turn to your lover's sign and see what makes them tick. Have a look at your employers. That'll teach them to be horrid to you. Look up your friends. You'll see what they really think of the world. Each section contains the real them, the person behind closed doors, the bits they never let you see. In the outside world, we all wear a mask, but at home, on our own, in private, we take that mask off, and what is revealed is worse than any phantom of the opera. What you will find is the skull grinning, the monster unveiled, the deepest, darkest secret, us, that we reveal to no one. Yuck, quite horrid. I say, don't read your own sign. You'd never believe that you could be revealed in all your glorious nastiness, that someone had peeped behind the mask and seen you without your makeup, unshaven, unwashed, unclean, undressed. What a revolting thought. Have fun. And this is the author, Richard MacDonald. Here we have all the signs. We have Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, Scorpio, Leo, and Pisces. Let's go ahead and start with Leo today. So that is if your birthday is within July 23rd to August 23rd, you are a Leo. We are currently in Leo season. So let's see what it has to say about Leo. Ego first, second and last with a Leo. If only they'd stop to realize that the world doesn't quite revolve around them as much as they think it does. They are so full of themselves that others are taken in, and they can build up quite a following of sycophants and hangers-on. This only helps bolster their already overinflated sense of worth. They think that any job they have is a career. They fail to notice how bad their lovers are because they're so busy watching their own performance. And that's what it is, a performance. They wear too much makeup. Their personality. They like to think that they are at their best in a noisy restaurant, being the center of attraction, holding forth all top of the table. But watch them slink away when it's time to pay the bill. Not your most generous of signs, this one. They bring white and drink red, and they drink far too much. Holding forth is probably their best position. They do love to tell everyone else what to think. They are bossy, dogmatic, opinionated, and conceited. Trouble is, their opinions are always biased, subjective, unfair, based entirely on their own experiences, and short on facts. They have poor taste in clothes as they think yesterday's fashions are still today's. Who would have the nerve to tell them, though? And what is the thing that they have about their hair? It is invariably messy, tangled and bushy, and needs a good cut. They think they can look like a lion. How wrong can you get? They claim they only see the big picture. They paint on a wide canvas. They don't pay attention to detail. And do you know why? Lazy. That's why. They don't do detail because they can't be bothered. They are so stuck up, they think the whole world revolves around them. There'll always be an underling to do the filing for them. They are distinctly below average at everything. They know this and suffer terrible self-esteem problems. Good. When they get old, they get terribly depressed and make the mistake of thinking we care. They witter on about how much they could have done, how successful they once were. They progress to the stage as a mutant dressed as lamb. Their teeth are often yellow because they smoke too much and drink too much coffee. They won't go anywhere quietly. They can't sit through a play without talking or a film without being an unpaid, bigly vocal critic. They get shushed a lot in cinemas. Doesn't that tell you everything? They make bossy office managers. Leo in love. What a showy little dog this one will turn out to be. A Leo in love, God protect us. This one will run and run for about a week. You see, the Leo is destined to be hurt in love, nay, tortured, dismembered, torn apart. They bring it on themselves. If they can learn to keep their trap shut for 5 minutes, they might just hang on to a lover. But they don't. They do love to change, to criticize, to tidy up, to argue with, and finally, to drive away. It's in their nature. It's in their genes. They fall in love with the most horribly unsuitable people. Emotional cripples, too young, too old, too tall, too poor, already married, lots of this one. Wrong gender, wrong planet. They seek a white knight in shining armor, who will rescue them from their current love affair, which has invariably gone wrong, horribly wrong. Then, when you do saddle up, they'll play it all frosty and tell you that you've arrived at the wrong time, wrong place, or with the wrong color armor, or that you've ridden the horse all wrong. You'd think they'd be grateful to have someone to be rescued by. Not a bit of it. Leo and sex. They can be triggers or pussycats, indifferent or over demanding, turned off or turned on. You don't get it any in betweens with them. They are either ripping your clothes off or leaving them well alone. They either want sex 10 times a night or not at all. They'll pounce on you when they're in the mood and get incredibly angry with you if you do the same. Best wait until you're asked. They like to think that they are raunchy, daring, slightly dirty sorts of lovers. Truth is, they are tame, boring, and unadventurous. Their idea of a good night of sex is you worshiping them, looking after their needs, servicing them, satisfying them, performing for them. Notice anything missing here? Good, because they won't have. Leo in business. Like the African lion that they are named after, they are fat and indolent, cowardly and very lazy. They think that they are good at business, but how could they possibly be? They have no staying power, no endurance, no money, and no ideas. They like to run the show, but they lack any skills to do it. If only someone would tell them how bad they are at everything, perhaps, they'd go away and leave us to make some money. They make a lot of mistakes, all of which they try to cover up or blame someone else for. In business, as in everything else, they like to be in control. God knows why, they're hopeless at it all. They make lousy parents as well as lousy business people, entertainers, singers, dancers, and PR people. They make good show-offs, though. If you are resolved to employ one, make sure everything is nailed down or insured or replaceable or retrievable or expendable or disposable. They break stuff, they don't understand computers, and cause them to crash. They deny this. So that is your reading for Leo. So what do you think? Do you think this is accurate, inaccurate? What do you think in the comments? Would you agree on these traits for Leo? Go ahead and comment below and let me know. Let me know also which sign you'd like me to read about next. All right, till next time.